much for joining this Vinyasa for all levels yoga class. We don't really need any one specific prop or the other. You don't even really need a mat if you're just stretching on your carpet or out in the grass. If you have a couple of blocks or a strap, you're welcome to incorporate them in, but I'll offer plenty of ways to not have to do that if you don't have those available to you today. And we're just going to go ahead and get started in a comfy space. If it feels good for you to stay in a seated position, then I encourage you to take a moment to get seated. You can sit on a block, cross-legged, or like I'm sitting now. And while we get settled here, I just want you to make sure that you set up your space in a comfy way, a way that you won't get interrupted. So if you want to put on some music for yourself, you're welcome to choose a playlist now too. So once we have all that Zen space set up, we're gonna again come into a seated position. And I invite you to close your eyes if it does feel good and safe for you to do so. And just to take a moment to relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a moment just to feel yourself aligned, vertebrae to vertebrae, all the way up and down your spine. Now from this space, I want you to just notice the breath that you brought with you. Just take a couple of deep rounds of breath and notice where this breath is showing up in your body, where it is arriving. Maybe it's mostly up in the chest or the upper torso. Notice the quality of the breath. Is it choppy? Is it long and smooth and steady? Without judgment, just take a couple of breaths to attempt to smooth that round of breath out so it's a little bit longer and slower each inhale and each exhale. Now the breath is supposed to feel good, right? It's the cornerstone of the practice, the heartbeat of the practice, and the anchor for the mind. So let's take a few moments to breathe in a more pleasurable way. So as you inhale, we're just going to create this little constriction in the back of the throat. We're going to start to create a sound with the breath. This will help increase sensation. So I like to bring my tongue to the roof of the mouth again, constricting the throat. We're going to start to hear a sound that sounds like the waves of the ocean. Feeling that air rushing in and out through your nose. It's a very similar sensation to the sensation of trying to fog a mirror, although the mouth is closed. So as we find this ocean-sounding breath, also known as the Ujjayi breath, we now have an anchor of a sound and a sensation. You are welcome to keep this noisy breath going through your whole practice to make the breath a little bit more of a heartbeat and a center point for your practice today. Every movement we will take, each one will pair with an inhale or an exhale. We'll never be moving faster than a naturally occurring long and slow breath. So this is going to be the rhythm of your practice, these deep breaths, maybe about 4 seconds in and about 4 seconds out. So let's just take a few more moments to find long, slow, rhythmic breaths. as you breathe just like that, in your own way, give yourself thanks from you to you for being here on your mat or wherever you are, taking time to prioritize your personal connection with your most important person, which is yourself, the center of your own personal universe, bringing some harmony and balance to your core. And let's let joy be a sparkle at the center of that core of the practice today too, knowing that if we're enjoying ourselves, if we're feeling good in the body, if we're following the thread of what does feel good, then we're really choosing to embody what yoga is all about, which really is that connection or that union, which is what the word yoga means. I find joy to be an indicator that we are connected. So the more joy you can bring in, even with these next few breaths and throughout the practice, the better. Let's just take one more deep breath right where you are, keeping that ujjayi sound, and you're welcome to blink open your eyes if they're still closed. We're just going to use our next inhales to roll out our wrists and start to stretch the arms all the way up and overhead. Then as you exhale, go ahead and roll out your wrists the opposite way and bring your hands back down by your sides. So one more time, just like that. Inhale, rolling out the wrists, stretching long. We usually use our inhales to expand, and exhale, we're going to come back down, rolling the wrists the opposite way. All right, so wherever you are, make your way to a table position. So we'll just be on the hands and on the knees. You can be in the middle of your mat if you have one. We're going to bring shoulders above the wrists, spread all 10 fingers out so that your pointer fingers are parallel facing the front of your mat. Knees right under your hips here. Go ahead and take a moment to just revolve around your wrists. So you might inhale in a circle motion forward and exhale back, and just making a couple more like that. Inhales and exhales, and just revolving around one more time this way. We're just going to switch directions when you're ready. So using your inhale to go forward and exhale back. Everything in our body tends to want to move in circles. So we feel the rotation of the joints here, moving in nice fluid circles one more time in this direction. We're going to increase these circles. So let's go ahead and walk our hands forward. And as you inhale and rock forward, we're in a nice modified push-up pose. As you exhale, go ahead and swing your hips one way towards your heels. Inhale, switch directions, coming back forward. It's really up to you where your hands and knees want to be. So as we make some circles, you might kind of adjust where your palms are. Again, remembering if it feels good, it's good. Let's do it. So, with those noisy breaths, let's make one more circle. Should take some time if we're breathing slow. As we arrive back forward, use your next exhale to switch directions. Take a few rounds just to move through the hips, the shoulders, even the head. I want you to imagine you're moving through honey. As we take that next inhale, let's go ahead and come forward. We're going to make our ways down onto the belly. Let's go ahead and walk your knees back, bend your elbows, and come on down to your abdomen. Now from this space, tops of the feet nice and flat, forehead flat on the ground. Bring your fingertips under your shoulders and hug your elbows back towards each other, really nice and tight into the sides, okay? As you inhale, go ahead and look forward, roll those shoulder blades back. Keep your lower back soft for this round. As we inhale again, you might lift up your hands. Let's try not to bow those wings out. Let's really tuck them in. All right, one more belly breath here. Massage the abdomen, create your ujjayi sound, and as you exhale, go ahead and come on down, forehead to the mat. This time, press through your hands and roll up. Again, elbows snug. Lift through the chest and ribs, looking forward. As we exhale, roll back down from the bottom of your spine to the top of your spine, all the way to your forehead. We're going to do one more. So roll the shoulders back, elbows tuck in, pressing up, soft glutes. Exhale, lower down, top to bottom. We're going to take a quick child's pose, press through your hands. Go ahead and lower your hips all the way to your heels. You might widen your knees here. Settle back, stretch out. You're welcome to take any child's pose shape that feels good in your body, of course. Now, as you embody your inner teacher, you might rock your body a little bit side to side here in this child's pose, giving yourself freedom to explore and express yourself. As we take one more deep breath, let's go ahead and just sigh down a little deeper through center. And then as you inhale, go ahead and ripple back forward to your hands and knees. Again, knees right under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Spread those fingers, pointers parallel. Again, tuck your toes this time. Go ahead and press into your hands so your arms are nice and strong and engaged. Hover your knees just an inch off of the ground. Feel your core tuck in and up. Press a little more through your thumb pad and your pointer finger pad, and go ahead and take a nice slow breath here in and out. As you inhale, lift your hips up high, keep your knees bent, and exhale. Press into your thumb pad, point your finger, and look back at your toes. Taking a modified downward dog, we're just going to start to pedal the heels one at a time. Start to cycle your shoulders and your hips. Give your head a little yes and no. Taking one more really nice long breath here. Your inner teacher glimmering as you follow your joy. And then from here we're going to start to walk forward, but we're going to do it in a special way. So as you inhale, I want you to step a foot forward. As you exhale, I want you to press through your hands and really sink back towards that heel that you just stepped with, okay? So then inhale, we're stepping forward with the opposite foot, and exhale, really try to sink back into a nice stretch. You can crawl your hands forward a couple times and continue just like that. So we're stepping, inhale, sinking back, and again, exhale. Eventually, you'll make your way to the top of your mat. No rush, please take your time. Bring your feet hips distance when you arrive, and just let yourself melt down with some softened knees. You're gonna hold the biceps, nod the chin, yes and no. Give yourself some wiggles in your ragdoll, maybe even a sigh. Then we'll find that Ujjayi breath for 2 more rounds here. As you take your next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands up to your shins or even higher if need be. Just have really light weight on your fingertips, and then roll your shoulder blades back. Try to create an L shape with your torso and your legs. As you inhale, reach your crown forward like there's somebody pulling a string that's attached to the crown of your head straight out ahead of you. And then in the same way, I want you to pull your tailbone towards the back of the room. So crown forward, tailbone back. Feel the length in even the back of your neck here. Let's take one more big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to take some of that length with you, and we're going to just melt right back down and round and relax. Bend your knees to round a little more. We're going to roll up, keeping your lower back nice and rounded. Shoulders rolled under, chin at your chest. Should feel really nice. Let's take a couple of breaths to rise. No rush. Eventually the shoulder blades are going to roll back, and then the head is going to lift up last. So we're going to find this mountain pose right at the top of the mat. Your feet again are hips distance apart, parallel. We're going to spread out our toes a little bit. I want you to ground through all 4 corners of both of your feet. So really just take a moment right here, right now to tune in with the sensations of your feet. Hopefully you're barefoot, you're able to feel the textures of the earth beneath you. Roll your shoulder blades once again back and down, but create a soft slope of your shoulders as your palms face forward, your chest is broad, your crown is lifted. Again, lengthen the back of your neck. Let's take just a moment to notice how many little things are happening in the body. Little engagement in the core. Such a simple pose, but there's so much cleaning up that we can constantly do in this one. Let's just take a moment to marvel at that as we take a deep breath. Really sings to the complexity of the body. It's so beautiful. So as we inhale, let's go ahead and reach the arms out and all the way up, maybe even slightly back. And then as you exhale, go ahead and widen your arms out to the sides. You're just going to shift your hips back and fold with a flat spine until you just can't anymore. Then just relax down. And then inhale, let's come halfway up again. Find that L shape. And then exhale and just melt back down with a little more length. Bring your hands to the earth. Let's step to a plank pose, 1 foot at a time. Now when you get to plank, you can modify, skip any plank poses that you need. Could be on your knees here. So let's just bring the shoulders back above the wrists. Press through the hands again, so nice strong arms. Notice how my shoulder blades kind of spread apart. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, elbows brush your sides. Try to lower in one flat line. Elbows tucked in all the way down. Untuck your toes. Create some space in the fronts of your thighs. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, cobra pose. Go ahead and come up to the back bend of your choice. Exhale, go ahead and lower down. Tuck your toes again. Maybe we challenge ourselves to push right back through plank, maybe through table and down dog. Once again, your inner teacher gets to help you wiggle and explore. A little pedal of the heels maybe another sigh. Then reconnect with your Ujjayi Pranayama, your ocean sound. Now one more time the way that we did it the first time. So we're going to inhale to look forward and step a foot forward. Exhale to sink into the hands. Press forward to sink back through the heel. And it's okay if your knees need to be bent. We're just going to walk in this way step by step, really mindfully enjoying the journey. Breathing slow. And making it to the top of your mat again. Feet hips distance, just relax down. As you inhale, come on up halfway. Lengthen out the spine. Rock forward to the fronts of your heels. Exhale, take that length down with you. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms spiral out and up. Lift the chest. Exhale, thumbs come right down to your heart space. Just take a nice deep breath right here. Thumbs at your chest. Just noticing sensations. Take one more. That felt good. Relax your hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms again out and up, lifting. Exhale again, swan dive, arms open. We hinge from the hips and melt all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Really lengthen the crown forward. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Okay, spread out those fingers. Find your moment in plank. We're taking it slow. Inhale, rock forward, and exhale, elbows brush your sides again. Try to be lowering down in one flat line here. Untuck your toes when you arrive. Inhale, maybe cobra, maybe we press through the hands. We come up off the knees in an upward facing dog, just an option. And when you're ready, rolling back to down dog, however you wish. And we'll meet right here. For a deep, slow breath. This time, inhale to look forward. Now we can walk again or slowly hop your feet to the top of your mat and take a fold. Inhale again to come up halfway, long spine, long legs. Exhale, take that length down with you. Bend your knees, arms spiral up. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, thumbs to your chest. Maybe a smile. Remind yourself of that enjoyment, intention. We'll take one full breath here. Let's stay for the inhale. Relax the hands down with the exhale. One more. Inhale, spiral up, lifting the chest. Exhale, go ahead and melt down all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's go ahead and take the hands down. Let's step back to plank again. This time, if you want to do it just the way we've been practicing, please do so. If you want a little more challenge, find your plank. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, come down halfway, so shoulders to elbow height, no lower. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart forward and up, upward facing dog, shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Take a moment again, find your way, listen to your guidance, take a breath when you arrive. And inhaling to look forward, exhale, step, hop, skip, travel to the top of your mat and fold. Halfway rise with your inhale. As you exhale, take that newfound length down with you. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale again, thumbs to chest. A moment to be, to take score of the energetic echoes reverberating through your whole body. Again, thank yourself for being here. Relax your hands with the exhalation down by your sides. We're just going to take a moment to feel again through the feet. This time I want you to reorient your feet so that your big toe mounds are touching together, okay? And the big toes themselves. There's a sliver of space between your heels. You're going to roll your shoulders down your back. As you inhale, reach your arms forward and up. You should still be able to see them so they're not way back there. And then we're going to slowly sit down in a chair pose. So in chair, my fingers down my spine to my hips are a nice diagonal shape. So as I reach my hips back, I'm reaching my arms in the opposite diagonal direction. So let's take a moment again, shoulders down. Imagine you're squeezing a block. Your hands can also be right here at your chest if you need a modification. I'm just going to take a moment to really deeply breathe into this space. Every exhale is an opportunity just to deepen, even if it's a fraction of an inch. Keep that core nice and engaged. Ujjayi breath, one more. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center if you're not already there. Okay, take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left elbow over across your right knee. Now, the tendency is as we twist, the left knee is going to really poke out. I want you to keep your knees right level with each other. And just twist from your torso and your spine and pull your heart towards your thumbs and look up to the right. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Into the spine, out. Now as we inhale, just come through center, take a quick forward fold. So exhale, just kind of shake it out, pedal your knees a little bit, relax your head. As we inhale, full chair, arms spiral up to the sky. As we exhale to sink in deep, soften your shoulders and bring your hands to your chest. Full inhale. Other side, right elbow over to the left. Again, draw that right knee back if it's threatening to point forward. We're going to go ahead and lift the chest to the thumbs. Looking up if you can. Take a nice deep breath. Spinal breath. Beautiful. Inhale, find center. And again, right down, exhale, little pedal of the knees. Let's take a halfway lift. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bring your hands down and step back to a plank pose. Again, if you want to skip these, feel free. We're going to go ahead and inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Untuck your toes, up dog or cobra. Inhale, exhale, down dog, or maybe we take a quick second in a child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths, take a little rest. Feel free at any time to do so if you need to. And this is a great opportunity just to get your breath back if you lost it at all or just needs to smooth out a little bit. Now when you are through with those 3 breaths, let's come back into a downward dog space. Feeling so grateful to be here in your body. Now, we're going to lead with the right leg. So we're gonna inhale that right leg straight up. We're gonna bend the right knee, open the right hip above the left hip. We're gonna press through the hands to open the chest back towards the standing leg. Now again, your head's nice and soft. Your left heel is sinking down towards the earth. Pressure is in the thumb pad and pointer finger pad of your hands. As you're ready, go ahead and make a circle. So we're gonna draw a circle with the right knee. We're gonna inhale the right knee around to the right and forward as we rock forward. And we're gonna bring the knee to the nose. And then as you exhale, step your foot to your right thumb. So, fingertips on the ground, hands on some blocks if you'd like. You can have one under each shoulder at any height. Doesn't matter. So just find a moment to get in a nice deep lunge. Your knee should be right above your ankle. Should feel some sensation in the front of this left hip flexor. We're in this deep stance, okay? We're gonna activate the heart forward, looking forward, taking a big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to just see if you can come up to your middle fingers, even if you're on blocks. I want you to just get a little bit of weight, or fingertips, you know? Just get a little bit of weight off your hands. Find that weight in your legs. Root back through that left heel. Let's take a big breath here. Inhale fully. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop your left knee down and untuck your toes. All right, walk your hands up. Now we're in a pretty deep lunge here. If you don't want to be this deep in your lunge, please just take a moment, shorten your lunge a little bit. Just ease up on that practice. Now we're going to be taking that prayer twist again. So your left elbow is going to come around to the outside edge of your right knee. You're going to have your hands touching. And again, I want you to lift your chest up and over to the right. So from this space, really twisting from the base of your spine, ribs, shoulders, pressing through the hands. Okay, so let's just take about 3 really good breaths here in a modification. If you need it, left hand's on the ground, right arm's up, okay? If you want to challenge yourself, last few breaths, tuck your left toes. Go ahead and lift back up off of that back knee and take those last breaths, okay? Let's take one more. My challenge for you today, if you're off of your knee or on, it doesn't matter. I want you to just switch to face forward. So just twisting your body forward, taking a nice inhale. Wherever you are, hands come down with your exhale. Lift up off your back knee. Optional vinyasa. Okay, optional is the key word. You can modify. We're going to meet back in 3 breaths of a rest. So it could be down dog, child's pose, sip of water. Just use it intentionally to connect back in. A little bit of yin to the yang of the practice. We'll just take one more. If you are in a child's pose, now's a great time to make your way up and back, downward facing dog. Yay, let's take a deep breath here. Now again, this time left leg, we're gonna take 3-legged dog. So inhale that left leg up, exhale, bend the knee, rotate the left hip above the right hip, press back through your right heel, press forward through your hands to open your chest. Take a nice yummy breath. As we inhale, left knee takes the lead. We're gonna lead to the left, big circle, around as we rock forward, coming towards the elbow, then the nose, we round, and then step the foot through the hands, mostly to the left thumb side. So when we get into our lunge, I like to deepen it a little bit here. Again, 90 degrees here, knee to ankle. You can have your fingertips on the ground. Or again, you might have 2 blocks, 1 block, whatever you need. So, challenge you again. Open your heart space. If you need to be on your back knee, that's fine. If you can come up a little off your hands in some way, get more strength in the legs, root back through that right heel. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. Sometimes yoga is really all about just the moments we pause to breathe. The next exhale, we're just going to soften down on that right knee. Untuck your toes and go ahead and come up. Now, if you don't want to be so deep in your lunge, just shorten it a little bit. So, right elbows coming around to the outside edge of the left knee, hands together, chest pulls up to the heart space. Knee over ankle still. We are looking up for a little bit more twist. Again, modify, right hand under shoulder, left arm straight up. Challenge mode, last few breaths, tuck your right toes, lift up off your back knee. Again, pull the heart up and breathe. A nice ujjayi breath. All the way up and all the way down the spine. One more. Now, if you challenged yourself last time, let's just look forward. Bring yourself forward, facing with your chest. Take a deep breath. Now again, vinyasa o'clock. If you want to take it, hands come down, we step back. You can always just skip, go to child's pose, or flow through any vinyasa, chaturanga. Meet me in down dog, or again, those 3 breaths can be how you need them, okay? 3 deep breaths here. Now, when you're through, let's find our ways right up and back once again to transition to downward facing dog. As you inhale this time around, look forward, rock forward. As you exhale, step or spring your feet to the top of your mat. Take a nice deep forward fold. Inhale, come up to your half lift. Exhale, melt back down. Now this time again, I want you to touch your big toes together. As you inhale, peel up to your chair pose. As you exhale, reach your arms back behind you. Slowly lift up off of your heels. This is just an option. We're going to roll the shoulder blades together, pull the heart forward, drinking bird pose. So pinky fingers stretching towards one another. Hovering off the heels, breathing deep, sinking a little lower. As we inhale, go ahead and rise the arms all the way up, all the way back. Exhale, nice cactus elbow. Stretch the elbows apart, and then relax your hands down by your sides. We're going to go ahead and widen our feet so that the toes are angled out. Give yourself a couple of twists in each direction. You can let your hands pat on the kidneys, or even up on your trapezius muscles if that feels good. I like to make some little fists. Again, just give yourself a moment to be how you wish to be, how it feels good to be. Nothing less will ever do. When you get back to center, let's go ahead and walk the feet back in underneath the hips. We're going to take a little foot balancing sequence. So you're welcome to come over to a wall if you need to. You can just take me over with you. And we're going to set up with the right foot as the base foot. So you're at the front of your mat or wherever you are, wall. The right foot is grounded. We could just pick up the left heel because at this point we really shouldn't need it on the ground. And you are welcome to bring your hands out to the sides if you need some extra help with these. Hands here if you have a little bit more balance initially. So find a drishti, a focal point, and lock eyes with it. Hopefully it's something not moving. And we're going to go ahead and just lift up that left knee towards the abdomen. Flex your left foot. Just take a moment here, rooting down through that right foot. So just take a moment, lift up through the crown of your head a little bit more. As you're ready, we're just going to go ahead and tilt the left knee open and closed, okay? So adding a little kinetic movement. Again, hands might need to be here. So with your time, inhale, tilting open, exhale, close it in. So we'll just do 2 more. Just moving and see if you can keep your hips facing straight ahead of you. The tendency is to want to tilt your whole body. Nope, just the hip. 1 more just for good measure. Just the knee. Exhale. From this space, go ahead and see if you can inhale, hands where you like them, maybe a little more challenge, arms come up. Then as you exhale, just kick that heel forward and then retract it. Okay, so just a few of these. We're just kicking and retracting. So we're just taking a couple of these. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. From this space, you can have your toe on the mat if you need to. I'm just going to open the knee out to the side. We'll set the heel down on the inside of the ankle. Maybe the foot's on the calf. Maybe we grab that ankle, pull the foot up above the knee. You don't want to be pushing sideways on your knee like that, so up or above or below. Now again, hands out here if you're wobbly, hands here if we're just feeling like finding a center. Now I actually like to induce deliberate wobble because it's really good for your stabilizer muscles. So if you want to, we're just gonna kind of wave our arms around. Now keep your right knee really nice and supple. So you should be able to kind of move around through your arms. Be really mindful of that knee joint that's bearing the weight. But just move and try to use your body in a way that causes you to almost fall a little bit so that all your stabilizer muscles have to wake up. We're just gonna do a couple more moments of free movement. Whenever you do manage to come back to center, hands at your heart for a nice inhale. As you exhale, just slide your left foot down. Take a moment, hands on your hips, just kind of kick out that right leg. Swing it a couple of times. So we're gonna come through a sun salutation just to keep the vinyasa spirit. So feet at the top of your mat real quick. Inhale, the arms are coming out and up. Exhale, folding down over your body. Inhale, halfway rise. Hands on the mat, exhale, step or float back, and then lower right down halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra, up dog, exhale, down dog. Let's take a deep 3 breath count where you want to be. Ujjayi. One more breath here. Inhale, look forward, exhale, step or float your feet to your hands and take a fold. Halfway lift with your inhalations. Exhale to melt. This time again, touch your big toes together. As you inhale, go ahead and come on up to your chair pose. This will be our last chair pose, okay? So make the most of it. As we sit back a little deeper, I'm gonna take those shoulders away from those ears. Okay, from here again, one last time, hands at your chest. Getting pretty good at this, so inhale. Exhale, left elbow around to the right. Okay, left knee tucks back. Lift your chest to your thumbs. If you want to be really fancy, you can go ahead and just open up your arms here. No pressure, take a nice inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come back to center. And again, other side, right elbow, left knee. Pull your heart up, pull your right knee back. Maybe we fly open the arms. Maybe we're just feeling like chilling right here. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. We're coming back to center. Inhale and then exhale. Take it right down. Okay, give yourself a little pedal from this space. Bend the knees, scoop the arms out and up. All the way upward salute and hands down to your chest. Okay, let's take just a couple of moments right here, just feeling what you're feeling. Try to bring some playfulness and joy into these balancing moments. So, finding your feet right under your hips again. If you used a wall, go ahead and move over to your wall. Spread out your toes. Your left foot is now your root, your base. So your right heel is going to lift up. Hands can be out or here. From here, just try to lift your knee up towards your abdomen. Flex your foot. Just keep the knee nice and active here. Okay, so all we're going to do is inhale, rotate open, try to keep your hips square. If you really have trouble with that, hands can be here, okay? And then exhale, bring your knee back. So opening and closing. We're just going to take a couple more. And I'm on a mat and carpet, squishy carpet, so nice added challenge. Do one more. Awesome. Now from here, finding center again, wherever you need to be, we're gonna inhale, kick, and exhale, retract. So finding your balance here. And exhale, take a few. With your breath. You don't have to follow me ever. This is your practice. All right. So once we bend that knee again, toe can come down for a second. We'll spin the knee open, set the heel on the inner ankle, or pull the foot all the way up to your calf. Or grab your ankle, pull your foot up above your knee. And then again, arms might just stay here for a little bit of added structure. So we might just need to feel that center. Or here, or maybe we go crazy. We start to move our body, start to move our torso. We have a nice soft and supple left knee. It is mobile in its socket, okay? And we're doing anything at all that causes the body to have to catch before it falls. And if you do fall, guess what? All your stabilizer muscles woke up extra, so it's a win. We're just gonna take a couple more breaths. No right, no wrong. Just be mindful of what feels best in your body. Okay. When you're done, let's go ahead and find center. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale, just slide that foot down, bring your hands to your hips, and give your left leg a pedal, a little swing. Okay, as we find center, we're just gonna shake it out. So bring your knees under your hips, bounce your knees first. So just start where the knees are bending. Let that start to reverberate through your wrists and your shoulders, and maybe even your head a little bit. Just feel this rhythm. Take a nice deep breath. As you inhale, raise your arms out and up. As you exhale, folding all the way down. As you inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, bring your hands down. We're gonna widen our feet so that the toes are pointed out and the heels are pointed in. We're gonna set the hips down low. Now, you're welcome to incorporate a block or a couple of blocks into this space. So if you need some support, feel free. If we're hovering, hands at the heart, no matter what, lifting the chest forward, crown of the head pulls up. We have a moment here just to try to soften the shoulders down the back. Pressing gently through your feet. Gather your breath into the space. Let's take another full, sweet round of breath. And we are purely going to crab walk our ways out and down onto the back. So bring your hands back behind you. Find your hips on the mat. Extend your legs out for a moment. Point your fingers towards your body so that you can spread all the rest of your fingers out. Point your toes. You should have a little bend in your elbow at first, and then inhale to extend your arms. You either just puff up your heart or you lift your hips all the way up and let your head tilt back. As you exhale, go ahead and come out nice and slow. So we're just gonna do one more. Inclined plane pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come on down. Cool, so we're gonna play a little bit. I like to play to challenge myself. I do get a little bit bored at the gym, so I found other ways of moving my body to where I'm having fun at the same time. So we're going to walk the feet in, and we're gonna have the arms reaching out. We're just gonna roll a couple of times to the back and then back forward. So really easy modified version. We're just gonna bring ourselves to hover the feet. We're gonna just rock back and rock up, okay? So just a little rock back and rock up. Now, if shoulder stands in your practice, I want you to be mindful of your neck. We're gonna come all the way over to a plow, so you're gonna bring your hands down, you're gonna rock back, bent knee plow, and then we're gonna come right back up, and maybe we catch with the feet floating. Now that really is the fun part, okay? So, again, hands reach forward, hands can come down if you're going back further. Please be mindful of your neck, and go ahead and come up and try to catch. Super fun. So we'll just try that a couple more times. You can come back as far as your neck allows. Try to catch a few more times. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you can try to catch with straight legs, and you can try to go back with straight legs too. Okay, let's just move with the breath a couple more times. Last one. Awesome. Now from here or here, we're going to lower down really nice and slow. So come first onto the small of your back. Take a nice inhale, stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out. We're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your body. Stretch and sigh. Be so grateful that you got this opportunity today to move and breathe. We're gonna walk the soles of the feet close to the body, widen the arms out. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees to the right, eyes to the left. Inhale back to center and switch. Exhale. So just like that, go ahead and move back and forth just a couple of times. With your breath, one more time each way. Great. From center, we're going to get into our hips just a little more, so relax your hands by your sides. As you're ready, go ahead and inhale, your right leg shoots straight up. Go ahead and give your ankle a little spin. Should feel good. Spin in both directions. We're going to go ahead and just take a moment to grab that right leg, gently pull it in towards the body, and then release it slightly. So inhale and exhale. We're just going to do this a couple of times. In and out. One more. In and out. When you let go ahead and hinge at your knee. Cross your right heel over your left thigh. Keep your foot flexed and press your right hand into your right thigh. This is a great space to stay. Your hips are really tight. So just chill here. You already feel a lot. Keeping your knee kind of pressed forward in this way, we might bring the left knee up. Grab hold of the shin or thigh. Reach the right arm through the window that your legs made. And then lace your fingers together. Now I love to rock around at first in this pose, so go ahead and just feel side to side. When we want to go a little bit deeper, just find center. Keep that foot flexed and just pull your legs straight in towards your body. If you want even more, press your right elbow into your right thigh. Take a nice deep breath, hugging your legs in close to your body. If you really want to go deep, you're welcome to curl your chin to your shin. Nice full breath in and out. One more here. Slowly release your head, hands and foot is going to meet the floor. Inhale your right leg straight up. Exhale, extend that right leg all the way down and just let that left knee open out to the side for a second. So this is a great space to splay out. Let gravity do the work. Know that you've done a lot of work already and you've done well. Now from this space, draw a circle with that left knee. So again, circle the left knee all the way up to the abdomen. Go ahead and hold on to it with your right hand. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull your knee over across your body to the right. Now we're still looking over the left arm here. You don't have to go super far, because if you go too far, your left shoulder is going to come off the ground. Go ahead and try to glue that left shoulder back down. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here, all the way up the spine with your inhalation, and down your spine with your exhalation, maybe helping you to sink in just a little deeper. Awesome. Engage your core. Slowly come out, bringing the left knee around to the center. Bring the right knee in too. And go ahead and give yourself a rock and roll. Enjoy one more here, one more breath. As you take your next exhale, go ahead and relax your feet down. We're going to inhale that left leg straight up. Give it a spin around the ankle. Keep your breath long. Go ahead and take that spin in the opposite direction. And then end up in a flexed position. You may hold your leg and pull close with your inhale and exhale to release slightly. So just a little pulsation in and out with your breath leading the way. Using your inhalations to really fill the sensation side of things, to really spread your awareness across the leg. When you're done, flex that foot again, cross it over your right knee, press your left hand into your thigh, rotate it open and out. Again, stay here if you want to. Or you can go a little deeper, bringing that right knee off the ground, lace your left arm through, right hand around, and we'll clasp the fingers. rock and roll at first, just loosen it up. And if you wanted to go deeper, pressing that elbow into that thigh, maybe even pulling deep and tucking your chin up towards your shin. No matter what, get your breath involved. Hugging nice and close, or as close as you'd like for one more round. And on your exhale, let it all melt down. Head, foot, hands. Your left leg, inhale, comes straight up. Exhale, drop it right down towards your mat. Release your right knee out to the right side. Splay your arms out if you'd like. Maybe another sigh. Thank you, gravity. Thank yourself for letting yourself chill for a little while. And we're gonna make a big circle again with the right knee. So right out to the right, up and around to the chest. Hold it with the left hand. Look to the right, inhale, and exhale. Spinal twist over to the left, keeping your right shoulder on the mat. Let every breath carry you deeper into your spine. Let's take just one more here. Now this time we're going to open up that left arm, spin that right knee back around, soles of the feet on the mat. Widen your knees out to the side, set the soles of your feet together. You can also put your two blocks, one under each of your thighs here, or knees if you need a little extra support. And we're gonna come to a space to hold the pose. So right hand can be on your abdomen, left hand on your heart, and just taking in those delicious breaths and letting your right hand fill, and then your left hand fill. And then your left hand softens your right hand after that. So inhaling belly to chest. And exhaling chest to belly. Couple more in. And out. Nice and slow in. And out. Taking 3 more of those deep, slow breaths, just like that. Now you're welcome to stay in this space for the remainder of Shavasana. If you're ready for Shavasana, you're welcome to just lay down like this or in a different position that's comfortable. Some people even prefer a seated position. But if there are any last poses that you'd like to practice, if you didn't satisfy something, then let's just take a moment, satisfy any last poses that you'd like, and whenever you are satisfied, we're going to meet in Shavasana, so no rush. Take your time. And any props that you'd like to set up for yourself for Shavasana, you can place a bolster or pillows under your thighs, even some blocks, maybe one under your head, maybe an eye pillow or a blanket. Get yourself nice and cozy and take a few moments on your back here whenever you are ready, or in your Shavasana position of choice. Wherever you are, try to fully surrender all the way down into gravity. Make yourself about 10% more comfortable somehow. We're going to hand the breath over to the body, trusting that whatever loving essence keeps your heart beating is also going to take care of your breath for now. As you soften the jaw and the space of the eyebrows, the shoulders and the hips, feel that relaxation, almost like a decision that you're making, wash all the way over your whole body. Giving yourself permission to fully surrender the weight of your body into the earth beneath you. Surfacing just enough to take a deeper breath. Feeling yourself still mostly submerged inside of this inner ocean of well-being. And just bring your thumbs to touch your fingertips and bask in the hypersensitivity of that place in your body. Feel all the way down to your toes and spread and wiggle your toes. Give your head a rock side to side to massage it into the earth. Feel all those pleasure senses all across your body. When you're ready for a little bit more movement, just stretch your arms back behind you, your legs down below. Take a nice sigh or a yawn. Then make your way at your time, all the way over to one of your sides. Welcome to take any fetal position that feels good. You can rest your head on your arm or on a block or on the ground. This is a great place to deepen your breath even further, to not rush your way out of the practice, to choose to linger in this well-being just a little bit longer, so that it may walk off the mat with you. It may steep into your mind and your mood. Again, no rush, but whenever you are ready, pressing that upper hand into the earth and rising ever so slowly and effortlessly. Let's Let's take a final easy seated position. I like to keep the eyes closed for this bit. You're welcome to do that too. And again, taking a nice long, tall spine, a proud spine. Shoulders soft, jaws soft, maybe a little smile. It's been a little while since we've sat and breathed. So notice the change in your demeanor, body. Notice the transition or journey that you've been on for this past hour. We'll bring our hands slowly together, palm to palm. Bring the thumbs all the way up to the forehead. Take a moment here to find appreciation. Appreciation for that well-being that is at the energetic root of your being, of the universe, that is the set point for who you are, what you are. So nice to remember to plug in, thank yourself for doing that. This beautiful inner ocean of wellness within me that is me, honors and sees and knows that same inner ocean in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking the time to connect and honestly to make the world a better place just by being a little bit more of a light in this world. So I feel you. Thank you again. My name's Maggie Ruckus. I hope to have the opportunity to flow with you again sometime very soon. So thank you so much to Common Bond, the host, for this experience. And let's stay tuned. We have some wonderful things on the horizon. So for now, namaste and thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Against the